let's pick up right where we left off. So now I had missed, and now I got to roll a defense roll again against his attack, which he is a 9, and ooh, I could try to use the shield ability again, which I think I'm going to do. It's going to give me the same amount of armor protection, which is 2. So I'm going to do that. And I rolled a 10, and bingo, right there. He's using the medium. That's going to reduce the damage by 2, but I'm still going to take 2 more points of damage. So that's going to take me down further. Now I'm getting into the single digits, and after this encounter, I'm going to have to do some healing. Okay, so back to me. I got 1 effort, which is going to reduce my rating to an 8, but because of the curse, it's going to bring it back up to a 9. So I gotta have a 9 or better. Let's see how, you know what, I'm going to roll this in this cool little tray right here, because this spiky 20-sider I am currently using, like that, just keeps getting stuck into the table. Thinking that's why it's giving me a very not so nice result. Oh, much better, much better. So I got a 13. All right, I was successfully able to return, be able to block that attack. No, wait a minute, I'm doing the attack, I'm sorry. I am doing the attack. I just successfully blocked the attack. I am doing the attack, and I am using a medium weapon, which does 4 damage, which would be more than enough to take him out, and now he's off the game board. Okay, let me get back to the probability deck real quick. First things first, I want to know, has this fire changed color since I took out that last skeleton? Let's see. No. So it's still blazing blue. Okay, so how do I want to set this? I'm going to roll a 10-sider for a challenge rating. I know this may seem kind of out of the box. Okay, that's a 6. Oh, that's going to be an 18. And, all right, I know I'm probably not going to get this, but I'm going to try it anyways. I'm going to roll an intellect roll. And I want to see if he has enough sense to know, hey, since this fire changed color, the skeletons came out of the darkness and attacked me, maybe I should get the hell out of this area. Let's see how that goes. You got to be kidding me. I rolled a 1 again. I rolled Oh, this guy's never going to get out of this dungeon. Okay. Well, the good thing is I'm really gaining experience at a very fast rate. So despite his better judgment, Angus is going to use his healing rune pendant, which he can use 3 times per game session. So I'm going to use it this time, and it can heal 1d6 points. Now, what I mean by points is when you look at your stats, if I can get to the character sheet to show you quicker, it would be way easier to see than what I'm using here, and explain to you how I'm tracking this and what I'm using. So if you notice right here, this block that's broken up into might, speed, and then intelligence. This, in fact, is also doubles as your hit points if you want to look at it that way. And once those are depleted, character death occurs. But before that point, there's a couple of conditions that also can happen. You can be disabled. You can be pretty much just knocked out. To put a better word, I can't remember the exact. Let me go to the character sheet. I got the gist of it, but I don't remember all of the lingo just right at this point. So on your damage track, you can be impaired or you can become debilitated. And those are the two, as far as my recovery rolls have gone. My first one is one action, which I have used. Now moving forward after this, my next time I heal, that's going to take a little bit longer. So your first one is 1 minute, and then as you move along, it just takes longer and longer. So let's go back to the probability deck and let's see if, are there any more encounters? Okay, so that is good. There's no more encounters in this area, and he can begin to move and venture further into this area. I'm going to take this stuff out of the way because I don't think I'm going to be exiting this area anytime soon. So I'm just going to do just like that. Boom. All right. Now, what I want to know, is there anything in this area? No, there's nothing that he sees in this area. There's nothing of interest in this area. So I'm going to say he makes it all the way to the end there, and I want to roll the dungeon die, and I want to see what's going on where. Oh, it ends into another room. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to say this area continues on like that, and then moving on from there. Some room ideas, but we'll have to see. And I gotta adjust this map. As a matter of fact, what I'm gonna do is move everything to have this drop off, and we'll say we're here currently, and this is gonna go like that. Now I'm gonna go back to my dungeon table. First things first. Is there a door to this room? Yes, there is. There is a door. All right, so let's go to the doors first, and let's see what I am currently dealing with. Okay. It calls for a 20-sider. Let's read the description. I got a 16. Too bad I couldn't roll that in battle. The door is in the shape of a circle. It is made up of many petal-shaped panels layered on top of one another. In its center is a round knob about the size of a golf ball. If the knob is turned as it is pulled out, it will unlock the petals and swing them into the wall, irising the door open. To close the door again, the petals need to be pulled back to the center one by one and locked into the slits in the pole attached to the knob. This is a laborious task and takes at least 2 people to accomplish. Okay, well, this guy's not that bright, so he's by himself. Okay. We're gonna say blammo. That's what I'm dealing with. And as he comes up to this area, even though the door is not round, it's a door. First thing I'm going to do is geez, oh Pete, what is this? This is gonna be a huge challenge rating. I mean, there's just gonna be no 2 ways about it. I'm going to roll a 10-sider to see where this challenge rating falls into here. A 4. Okay, that's surprising. That's not too bad. So a 12. Should I burn up some intellect out of my pool to try to bring this down a little bit? Why not? So I'll reduce my intellect pool to a 6. At that point, it'll still be an 11 because of the curse. So I need to have, on an intelligence check, which isn't his strong suit, he's going to have an 11 or better to actually figure this door out. So let's see. He rolled a 3. So at this point, he is aggressively trying to force the door open, grabbing hold of the knob, maybe doing one of those, trying to figure out how to open it up. It's time we go back to the probability deck, and I got a question to ask. First and foremost, is there something occupying this room? Yes, there is. Okay. Is it undead? Yes, it is. Oh, this is lovely. Okay, so and if it's a circular door, it can only make sense. We're gonna make it a circular room. How does that sound? Well, I'm going to do the only thing, let me get that into the camera view so you can see that correctly. We're gonna, like that. So I'm going to do the only thing that I can think of a warrior of his mental ability would do at this point. In his frustration, since he has not figured out how to get the door open, I could try it again. So I'm going to try one more time. It's a challenge rating of a 4, which, you know, it's going to be a 12. And his intelligence is not that great. Plus the curse, he's going to have a -1. So let's see what we get. If he does not succeed, at that point, he's going to resort to breaking the door down with his axe. So that would be an 8. Now, despite his best efforts, he just cannot figure out that he's supposed to turn and push the knob in at the same time. And at that point, he takes his axe out, and I'm going to start wailing away at the door. Okay, challenge rating 12, so let's see what he gets for his roll. I have rolled a 5, so the axe just bounces off the door. It does nothing. So I'm going to roll one more time, see if he scores a hit or not. An 11, no dice, nope. So while this racket's going on, there are, let's just see how many are in the room. 4. Okay. So while this is going on, and the undead are circling around like, what the hell is this? Why not? Why not? Let's, I have a question. Does anything else in this dungeon hear this racket that is going on? And let's go to the probability deck to find out. No, surprising enough, nothing else is aware of his presence, so that is good. Let me see. I'm going to ask one more thing of the probability deck. Is there anything in this room that is of great significance, whether it be value, magic, anything like that? Yes, there is. So let me go to the tables real quick. Let's see what the undead are protecting. Because obviously somebody put them here. Somebody made the fire. Sounds like it could be like a necromancer or something like that to me. Let's go think about that. Let me see here. What do I want to... Miscellaneous tables. This table again. All right. So I have 22. Oh, okay. So unknown to Angus at this point, which he is not aware of, unless he can get through that door, then he soon will know, is that there is a large chest of gold located in this room. And let's say at this point we have some cool little oddities here. Maybe we'll put a bookshelf over there. We'll maybe say this is along the wall like that. And what if it's a corner room area? So it's something like, boom, something kind of like that. Bam. All right. And then, heck, why not? Why don't we put a table like this, maybe a bookshelf like this over here. I mean, looking at all these contents, it kind of looks like there's a necromancer or something like that hanging out in this area. Could be wrong, could be right. Add in a few more little details, just to add some more complication into this area. And what would a magical area be without some magical artifacts? So one of the tables in there, I'll wait till we get in to deal with that. I'll just leave that well enough as is. We kind of know what's going on inside the room. And we'll leave well enough alone. I'll say blammo, like so. All right, let's get back to knocking the door off the hinges. Let's see how he's doing. So he has rolled a 13. So he has done 4 points of damage to the door. So that's going to reduce it down to 8 points. So he lands a square good hit and bam, chunks of wood and maybe one of these really expensive, highly decorative type of petals that was in the explanation goes flying over his shoulder and, you know, ting, 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 down all the way behind him. So I'm going to roll again and see if he's successful. Oh, I rolled a 9. Okay, no good, no dice, as they say. All right, I'm going to check back with the probability deck again. Has anything changed in this area since he has started trying to bash this door down? Let's see. No. Oh, that's surprising. So nothing else has been attracted to the racket. So let's get back to him trying to bash the door down to see. Well, I think he's going to be really surprised once the door is open. Oh, whoa, a 20. 20. So something of great significance is going to happen. I'm going to get some more experience out of this. So I'm going to track that right now. So to my character's surprise, as he's congratulating himself on that he got the door open, he just lands that hit with the axe perfectly. Those metal petals just blow off as well as the door splintering and slamming wide open to da. Oh no, I'm outnumbered. Okay, so I think it's only fair at this juncture of the game that another 20-sided die is introduced to do an initiative roll to see who's going to be the first one to pummel my Viking character first. So how I'm going to do it, I'm going to roll a 20-sider for the bad guy side and a 20-sider for my side. Let's see who gets the highest of the two rolls. Oh, surprising, I rolled another 20. Awesome for my initiative. So on top of splintering the door in, maybe things are going to take a turn for the better. He is quick on his feet to move, and I'm going to say he moves right in to pommel. We're going to drop that. He no longer has his torch. I got to ask that question. Is this room lit to where he can see? No, it's not. Okay. Does he see the skeleton? Yes. So let's back things up. I'm going to say the door is blown off the hinges wide in. To his surprise, he realizes he is not alone, and I'm going to give him the first attack on that guy right there. Now, let's see what the challenge rating of these guys are in the room before we go any further. I'm going to roll a 1d4. And of course, it's got to be a 4. Of course. Why would it not be? So, they're going to be 12 is my target number. And let's see how I do. I have rolled a 5. I have done horrible. I have missed. My entrance into this room was just so action-packed and promising, yet so unfulfilling from the attack. Okay, now it's the bad guy's turn, and I have a feeling this is not going to go too well. I am very outnumbered. So, bad guy number 1, I got to defend against him. So, I got to roll a 12 or better. Oh, I got a 12. If you count the curse, -1, which would make it an 11. He's using a medium weapon, which means my armor will reduce it by 2, so I'm still going to take 2 points of damage. Oh my god. That'll put me down to a 7. He is getting weak. So he's defending against him. This guy is going to move up to here. He is going to move over here to get a line of sight on him. His line of sight will be blocked by these two, so I'm going to leave him right where he is at currently, but he is going to get an attack, and frick. Oh. No. Not at all. So I'm going to take another 2 points of damage. Okay. So besides getting a sword wrapped upside my head, I also have been skewered with an arrow as well. You know, don't take it wrong. I'm actually having fun. This is great. I'm loving this game system, the simplicity of it, but the way that it moves, how everything is very fluid. There's very little rules referencing. You know, skimming over the rules, I seen how the game was designed to be played, and you know, I started articulating ideas as to how I could speed things up by using dice instead of the decisions that GM would make, and the other things I'm using. So don't take this the wrong way. I'm not upset at all. I'm having a blast, actually. This is just absolutely fun. Okay. I think at this point I'm going to make a very reasonable assessment for my character, and that's going to be to turn and freaking run and get out of the area to where I can get out of the firing range of these archers and maybe draw these guys out to where I can take them out and deal with the archers one-on-one. So just for the sake for this scenario, I'm going to say as he turns and before he can move away, he's going to get a free attack. So I'm going to have to roll a defense 12 or better. Oh my god, it's a 1. It's a 1. I'll never get out of this dungeon. This guy is truly exiled. What was I thinking when I made this character? You have been exiled. Not only that, your raven has abandoned you and left you. Okay, you know, on the bright side, I'm gonna get some more experience. On the bad side, I'm gonna take 2 more points of damage. And as he goes to flee the area, he is once again wounded, and I am beginning to slow down. I am beginning to feel as if maybe I had made a mistake by entering this area whatsoever and listening to that dumb bird in the first place. Okay, now let's see who goes first. I'm gonna go back to the 20s, see if it's the bad guys or if he gets a chance to run his ass off and try to get out of this area. A 7, yes. Okay, so I have made it to this area right here. The way that they do movement in this game, it's just worded and it's kind of up to perception. Like somebody's close to you for melee combat, or they could be at medium range or long range, or however, you know, you're playing. That's to really help facilitate if you are currently, you know, playing theater of the mind, you can use it that way. Or if you are using more so of like the way I'm doing it here, where I'm using my minis and everything on the board because I'm playing solitaire. So this guy right here with the bow, he's gonna have a long range. Now he's undead, so you know, you get where I'm going with this. These guys, I'm gonna say they pile out and they make it to right about here. Dun, 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 dun. He's going to fire an arrow at him. Now, for the fact that he's running away from him and there's a curse, I'm going to say this time it's a -2. So 12, -2. This is not going to be good. Oh my god. He rolls a 2, -2. He gets nothing. Just the protection of the armor. So I'm going to take another 2 points of damage. Okay. So he's currently in this area with the skeletons, quickly on his heels. Let me find that tile once again, if I still have that. Ah, there it is. Tile was like so. Fire was here. Blammo, and now with 2 arrows sticking out of him as he gets closer to the fire and he is wounded once again. Now his healing's going to take a little bit longer than 1 game round. Now, as a matter of fact, to get back to this character sheet reference, his recovery roll is going to take 1 hour. Well, I'm not going to have an hour to sit here while I have enemies closing in. So I am faced with one of 2 options here. One, I can try to flee this dungeon altogether and have my character go out into the storm and take his chances of getting struck by lightning out there. Or 2, I can remain here and fight to the death, or until I'm impaired and knocked out, which I think that's what I'm going to do. So, being the Viking that he is, I'm going to say he turns and readies his weapon, and yeah, it's kind of like the Custard's Last Stand thing here. But let me see what I can do, because I have not used any of my ciphers yet. Ooh. I know what I'm going to do. So I'm going to burn up this cipher. This cipher is a rune of effort, and it enhances the your effort level to a 2. So that would reduce any of my target numbers by 2 for 1 hour. I'm thinking at this point I would be a fool not to burn that up. So I'm going to check this one off. I'm going to use that cipher. That will be my action for that round. These guys, I'm going to say, have just now come into the view of this fire. The fire that's still currently burning blue with the cursed coal. That's my character has failed to notice that that's probably what's creating all these guys and bringing them forth. But anyways, okay. Target number is reduced. Let's roll the d20s and see who goes first. Okay, I rolled a 15 and they have rolled an 11, so it will be me. Their target number was a 12, but it's been reduced by 2, so now it's a 10. And let's see what I can do with this. Hopefully I can pull this off. Oh, yes. I rolled a 15. So he's going to go with his weapon. He's using a medium weapon. His battle axe does 4 points of damage, and that's more than enough to take that guy out. He is out of the game. Blammo. All right, now it is the skeleton's turn. He moves up. Good thing is, I only have to roll a 10 or better for the defense. Let's see how this is gonna roll out here. Okay, I have rolled an 8. It's not gonna help. Unfortunately, I'm gonna take 2 more points of damage. And so my might has been reduced to 0 currently, and now I'm gonna move down to my speed, and that is reduced to an 11. So I'm gonna need some major healing. I am really on the ropes at this point. And that's the way that this game works. Once you deplete one of your attributes, you move on to the next, and you begin to start depleting those. Now, if I deplete myself of all my speed and then all of my intellect, my character's dead, and it's time to roll a new character. But if I can survive this, I might live to fight another day, considering this dungeon scenario has been spaced out for 3 more scenarios. All right. So now it's time for the skeleton to get his turn because I missed with my attack. No, wait a minute. I missed. Now it's my turn to attack. All right. Let's do this. Ooh, 13. Like what I'm seeing. Does 4 points. He is gone. Now, with that, as we can clearly see, let me get out my miniature stick here. Blammo. As you can see, the skeleton clearly has a direct line of sight onto my character. This guy is unhampered. As a matter of fact, I could use an action to move him up next to him this way, and he would also have a direct line of sight to him as well. That would be unhampered. So this is going to get really ugly. Fortunately, only he will be firing this round, and there's no way he's gonna know. He can't even see him, so he's gonna have no idea. This is just gonna be chance of luck that the skeleton misses. So skeleton's gonna have to have a 10, actually. No, wait a minute. Yes. Skeleton will have to have a 12 or better. He rolls an 8. So to my surprise, he is not hit by the arrow. But maybe my character might, yeah, he's got to do something here. Man. Let me see. Currently with my armor, because that's going to use, because it is so heavy, it has a speed cost of 2. So I could try to move double my movement, but that's going to cost me dearly if he can do it, to try to charge into this area and take these archers out. Well, what the hell. Let's see how this is going to play out. Let's see what the challenge rating of this is going to be. So I'm going to roll the D10 and see where this challenge rating actually comes in, because I'm fighting some odds here. I got an arrow volley coming down this alley. I got heavy armor on. I'm wounded, and I have to run in this to try to see if I can cover the double amount of speed to reach the room to be able to severely get the upper hand in this situation. All right, let's see where the challenge rating comes in. An 8. An 8. No, I don't foresee this happening. Considering that's going to be 25. So, sounded like a good plan. So, I'm going to see how bad he does. Let's just see how bad he does. Let's just roll a 20-sider and see. A 5. Okay, despite his best efforts, he gets about halfway and starts to falter out from his wounds. Alrighty. Now, as a result, that's his action. Now, these guys are going to take their turn. So the first one, Let's see if he gets a 12 or better. Oh, he gets a 15. Second one, he gets a 19. Oh my god, that's gonna be devastating. Okay, so I'm gonna take 2 points from him. Now him, I'm gonna take a total of 5. So that's gonna be a total of 7 points altogether of damage. That's gonna leave me with 4 current speed. Yeah, my character is just about done at this point, but what the heck? Let's run the gambit and let's, oh god, what am I thinking here? All right. I am going to move him up to this area. And that will be the extent of his action this round. Now the skeletons are going to go again. So first one, lucky, rolls an 8. Second one, ooh, rolls a 14. So I'm going to take another 2 points of damage. So I am down to 2 in speed currently. I only have 9 in intellect, and this is going to go south very quickly unless I can subdue these guys. All right. Let's say he enters into the room, not quickly as he did before, and I'm going to attack that skeleton right there and see if I can take him out. I can reduce, it's already reduced to a 10 because of the Cypher rune that I used. And because of my effort, that's going to take it down to a 9. But because of the curse, that's going to cancel that out and keep it at a 10. So, oh, yes, we're going to keep that. That's a 20. That is a 20. So he just blasts him into next week. I'm going to gain some more XP out of this. And as a result, he's just like, steps on up and like, hello, remember me? Payback's a bitch. Now, this skeleton, let's see, do his worst. He rolls a 4. He does absolutely horrible. It's back to my guy. Oh, jeez, a 9. Oh, man. Well, it's close, but no cigar. They're in a standoff currently at this point. I'm going to say my skeleton backs, this skeleton, not mine, but the skeleton backs up to try to get away from the threat and fire another arrow. Oh, he rolls a 2. He's going to move up. Come on. Give me another 20. Give me another 20. It's a 1. It's a 1. So now this game session has been extended out 4 more sessions, but I gain XP out of it, so I can't complain too much. So. All right. Just missing horrifically. Let's see what the skeleton does. Oh. Very close at an 11, but no cigar. All right. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Come on, Angus. Come on, Angus. Come on, channel all the power of the Valkyrie. Come on. Ooh, hey, that worked. I got a a 19. So we are going to do 3 more points of damage on top of the 4 I'm already going to do. Make a long story short, he is just a pile of dust on the dungeon floor. My plan actually worked out. Utilizing my pendant of healing for my second time. Let me see how many points I can recover. I recover a total of 5. So we'll say he's going to be resting, unknown to him, on his altar, and he's going to recover at least 5 in might for the next hour, and that's where I'm going to leave this off. I got 1 probability card left, and that is the question I'm going to ask. When Angus opens his eyes, is he still alone in this room? Yes, that is good. All right, my friends. This is the Cypher system. This is a very cool system. I think I got enough here, playtime right now, for at least for you guys to understand and see how it runs and works out. So far, I really like it. It is really fun. So with that being said, I think this is where I'm going to leave the video off. If you liked the video, click the like button, let me know. And if you just stumbled across my channel, you enjoy RPGs, board games, stuff like that, and perhaps you're looking for a way, maybe you never considered solitaire, click the subscribe button, followed by the bell icon. When I do upload, you'll get a notification so you do not miss one. With that being said, my friends, this is Artichoke Dip, signing off.